I am not a historian. I don't have a lot of school books. Hell, third grade was the toughest 5 years of my life, but I kept fighting, and I got that victory. But how the 2x4 become an 1.5 by 3.5, and don't send this video to your grandkids hoping they're going to get through the SAT. But somewhere around 1914, we had all these lumber mills around the country, and they produced the 2x4 stud. It was a very rough finished product, and it was expected the framers were going to plane all those studs to the dimensions that they felt was not going to make their baseboard look like a potato chip. Well, that's a hell of a lot of labor to lose. If you look at a wood-built home, there could be 300, 400, 500 sticks of lumber, and that framers out there just plain, just what a waste of time. What a miserable job. Anyway, what complicated things going forward is all these lumber mills are trying to make a profit, and the huge cost was shipping. So if you shipped a true 2x4 times 100 sticks, that was going to be more money than if you invest in your factory to produce 1 5/8 by 3 5/8, because you're more finishing the lumber to reduce that labor to make your product more valuable in the marketplace. Which, if you ship a 2x4, 100 sticks, by 1 5/8, shipping 1 5/8 by 3 5/8, you just reduced the weight of the shipping cost. And every penny means something. This continued along because the shipping costs were prohibitive. Lumber shipping by sea or by rail back then was a lot of money. But if you could reduce that just a little bit, and then, I don't know, don't quote me on this, 40s or 50s, the engineers got in on it. And they drew papers and say 2x4 is not structurally superior to 1 5/8 by 3 5/8. Well, everyone went, and then, so everyone started shipping the smaller dimensional lumber. It was more finished, reducing the labor of the framers. So, like, life is good. And don't quote me, but I think the engineers got on it again, and they said 1.5 by 3.5 is not structurally insufficient to 1 5/8 by 3 5/8, nor 2x4. And then the industry went on that, and I think it was 1964. But anyway, through all of this stuff, the standardization of the 2x4 is not 2x4. We call it 2x4, but it's actually 1.5 by 3.5. And we keep it going. And it works.